little sharing that I wanted to present, give to you. My son happened to be in town, so I used unabashedly every opportunity to invite him to sing. So I've asked him to come and open with Spiritual Guide My Feet. Philip Bullock, that's his name. It was the epic of belief. It was the epic of incredulity. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. The spring of hope, the winter of despair. Now, Charles Dickens said that when he was talking about the French Revolution, but it could have been about today, as far as I'm concerned. In times like these, trying times, when so many of us are discouraged, weighed down, suffering from yesterday, worry about today, and filled with fear for tomorrow, we begin with the plea. Lord, fill me, guide me with your light, and your wisdom, and your will. Thomas Merton has said, what is the will of God? It's whatever is demanded by truth, justice, mercy, or by love must surely be taken to be the will of God. He also says the will of God is not merely an external dictate of impersonal law, but an interior invitation of personal love. I gotta say that again, because it says the will of God is not merely an external dictate of impersonal love, but an interior invitation of personal law. I messed it up. The will of God is not merely an external dictate of impersonal law, but an interior invitation of personal love. The will of God. So once we have a sense that, okay, God is with us or working through us, the thing is like, well, you might feel like, well, I'm not really prepared. I don't know what to do. I can't do anything to make things better. I don't feel like I have any power or anything. That goes with the preparation. Guess what? We are already equipped with whatever we need to do to make a difference, to move forward, to be free. It's already in us. That's the beauty of life and the life that we carry. We're already prepared. There's a Corinthian song that says it so well. And so now, I just have to add singing and speaking all at the same time, just because. So the song is a Corinthian song by Michael Stanley. I am troubled, yet not distressed, perplexed, but not in despair. with a treasure none can compare. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Yes, I'm a vessel, and I'm full of power, with a treasure from the Lord. Guess what? I'm not alone. We all have our own light and our treasure, and it's precious, just from God. So we're already equipped. We haven't always tuned in or didn't believe it, but it's there. So if we start with God's will to prepare us, or to help guide us, and knowing that that is within us, then the next step is the call. And I said before you, when I think about being prepared or whether I'm not prepared, I think about the fact that my great-grandmother was an incubator. She was bought as a slave back in South Carolina. And so that was her main purpose in life. She didn't do this willingly, right? And so she survived. And because of what she went through and survived, her son was born. His son, my dad, in 1910. To me, to be able to stand here as a woman who's free to make decisions she could not. As a woman to stand when she could not. To walk on her shoulders. She could not. So, when I talk about that treasure within, I'm talking from, I just saw it. Just a beautiful face. I just had to speak that. And we all have stories. Every one of us. And so when we move to the third thing, the call, I think about Ecclesiastes, time. What time is it? It's time to do something, you think? It's time. People think about time in many ways. Sometimes various cultures look at time like a linear thing where we're moving forward, so we're looking ahead. Some people, some cultures, think about it looking backwards as we move forward. Sankofa is about that. Some think of it in a cyclical way, that the time is always shifting. You're moving into something and out of something at all times. And sometimes just front and back, looking at two sides of a coin. So when I'm thinking about it, and I think about all this, Ecclesiastes is one of my favorite scriptures that talks about the time for everything. I talk about the time is now to do what's right. This is a birth of promises and the death of lies. It's time to uproot the fear that eats away at us and distorts our vision. It's time to plant hope. It's time to tear down the walls that isolate and suffocate us. And it's time to build bridges between us to connect us. The call for this time comes from so many different people, so I just got a few of them to speak to today. The bishops from the African Methodist Episcopal Church all got together, and in response to the onslaught and the resurgence of the isms, you name it, sexism, racism, the phobias that are just inundating us, they said, put on the whole armor of God and let us be about the work of the kingdom, because it's your time. The pastor and renowned speaker T.D. Jakes said, your future will only live in what you build. Your future only lives in what you build. It's your time. Congresswoman Maxine Waters said it's time to speak truth to power and be honest with the people. It's your time. Cornel West says that in this time of nihilism and inability to love, tenderness and sweetness are subversive. It's your time. I read a quote that stated, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. It's your time. Mother Teresa reminded us that if we have no peace, it is because we've forgotten that we belong to each other. We still have time. And so, with those thoughts, there are three things that I simply say. The plea, Lord, Holy Spirit, the awesome one that's greater than me. Give me the wisdom and the strength to know what I need to do. 2, the preparation. Let me know that I'm already prepared. That I'm equipped. I'm equipped already. And it's a matter of tapping in to what's there. And that equipment comes from my experiences and those before me. And 3, the call to move forward. It's time. And so, I want us to sing, it's your time. That's all the words. It goes. It's your time. 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 That's it, y'all. It's your time. 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 Now tell somebody, sing it to them. It's your time. 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 One more time. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. It's what? It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Right now, I'm telling y'all. It's your time. Yeah. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Marinate a little bit. Let us all leave here knowing it's our time to move, our time to be, our time to not sit in the darkness. Let us move with the disruption that seems to happen in our lives and not run in fear from it. But stand tall.